So, good evening. Good evening. Hopefully, everyone's having a wonderful Saturday evening. I'm having a nice chilled one, couple of Stellas, watching the footy. I'm going to miss the Grand National because I'm doing this, but I am clear in the knowledge, knowing that I would have had the winner again. So it's no drama if I miss it because I know I've picked the winner. And yeah, man, then I'm going to watch the Chelsea game. I will be doing a preview for the game. I won't be streaming that. I'll just be recording that later and uploading it. So keep your eyes peeled for that at about 10 o'clock UK time. But we have got a game tomorrow, and it's an opportunity to get a bit of confidence back in the team because we're playing the team that are bottom. Whether it goes to plan like that remains to be seen because they're probably in a false position, even though they have been the worst team. I say they're in a false position. They're not. They've been the worst team in the league, but they have been very unlucky in a lot of games this season, and they probably should have had another 4 wins, perhaps. I think they've lost 15 games this season by 1 goal, which is kind of mad. But listen, if we don't beat them, then like seriously, there's a steward's inquiry, and I'm looking forward to it. But at the same time, I already know that he's just going to mix and match this team up because he's going to take the game on Thursday as the bigger game, which of course it is. But I think that if we do not beat Sheffield United, there's going to be even more people joining the Rat Army and wanting this manager out. And it's a shame how it's gone, really, because I really wanted him to shut me up and prove me wrong. And he ain't doing that, is he? But listen, I'm going to get into his press conference in a minute. Big up to my boy in the chat, Leeds United. I watched it, bro. What a masterclass! And 10 men, fully smash and grabbed it. And I did think you'd beat him, if I was honest. I did think they didn't really carve you open. I know they had a couple of shots in that, but I just thought when they got the goal back, they didn't really turn the screw. Man City, they normally kick on a gear, didn't they? And you had a couple of chances where you broke away, and then the one at the end. I mean, how many times do you see a goalkeeper go through his legs, man? It's mad. But yeah, man, you've gone above us. We've now got to beat Sheffield United to get back above you, mate. Well done. And I just watched Liverpool as well. Trent's goal was pretty damn decent as well. Make sure you're smashing the likes up as well. And let's see what this manager's had to say. In fact, let's go through the team news first. 3 injuries: Odegaard, David Luiz, and Tierney. All 3 are going to be missing, apparently. Well, we know Tierney and David Luiz will. Odegaard, I don't think he's making it either. Ankle injury. They've only got 2 injuries: O'Connell and Robinson. Other than that, everyone else is fit. Let's see what else we've got here. Let's see what else. Right, let's have a look at some of the stats. We'll be playing in our blue kit, and we have head-to-head 50 wins to us, 40 wins to them, 27 draws, which is kind of mad. It's closer than I expected it to be. The last time we beat them at their ground was 1991, albeit we haven't been in the same division for quite a while. But that's pretty mad. 8 of Lacazette's away goals this season. Sorry, 8 of Lacazette's Premier League goals this season to come away from home. What else we got? Let's have a look. Well, the lowest scorers in the Premier League was 17 goals in their 30 games. They've only scored more than once on a match day 3 times. So no doubt they will turn up and score 3 against us. Oh, unbelievable, Jeff. Anyway, keep pumping these likes up. It's not a massive press conference. It was just a couple of questions he was asked, 5-6 questions. So we'll go through that and then I can wrap it up. Read some of yours out before I go. But where are we? Let's start with the first question. On the reaction he wants to see from the team. What a dumb question. Can I just say, right? Why do they ask questions like this? Like he's going to sit and say, nah, I don't want to see any reaction, lads. Yeah, I ain't really too fussed because I know I ain't getting sacked anyway, so don't matter, does it? Like, what a dumb question. But we'll read it. I wanted to see a reaction yesterday, and I definitely saw that, he said. Excuse me. Didn't he say this after the Liverpool game? Maybe we should just copy and paste it. Maybe that's what they have done. I think we merited much more than the result we got, but in the end, it is what it is. We have to show even more determination. because we know what we need to do in Prague and score goals to win the game. It's not a hard mindset. It is very clear that we have to do that, and that is what we want to do. On the return of Saka and Saka and Smith Rowe, he said, I think they're both really good. Obviously, they haven't played much football in recent weeks, and they've struggled to finish the game. But I think overall they've played a good game. What he expects from Sheffield United, he said, a team with big commitment that's going to fight for everything, an opponent that will make it difficult, and we have no time to recover or prepare for the game, so we know what we're going to be facing. Well, there you go. There's the excuse. We have no time to recover and prepare for the game. The game was on Thursday night, mate. So you've had Friday, Saturday, and the game Sunday night. So you've had nearly 72 hours. What's the issue? And we know that you're going to change the players. So what are you talking about? Excuse me. Nicola Pepe's impact. He said he's been really effective coming on as a sub. And we started as well against Liverpool. And he started. See, that's a typo. Look. And we started. It's supposed to say he. Against Liverpool. And now he needs to be on a consistent level. How many times this season, when asked about Nicola Pepe, has he said that he has to be on a consistent level? How about you get on a consistent level, mate? Yeah. How about you be consistent? Rather than saying somebody, I think, is 2 goals off of being our top goal scorer or something this season. Why don't you be consistent instead of having a go at that player? Mad. And what a successful season would be. I'm not even going to read that. And whether he thinks of subs differently, like finishers in rugby, who asked that question? Well, certainly when you have 5 substitutes to make, it's a different game. And in rugby, obviously, the roles are different when you use them than in football. What is this gibberish? I ain't even reading the rest of it. On how the confidence levels can drain from a team. He said, I've been a player, and confidence is probably the biggest thing any player needs when they step on the field. So he is not hesitant to make decisions. He knows exactly what he can do. This is talking about Pepe, obviously. The surroundings of the individual are really important as well, and what the collective is transmitting and bringing to the individual. That is why it's a collective sport. But the confidence you can sense is a key part for any successful team. He was then asked about why we're failing to convert our chances. He said it's clear why, but it's how we avoid it while it's happening or preventing it from happening. What is this gibberish, bruv? Literally, it's clear why, but it's how to avoid it while it's happening or preventing it. What the fuck does that even mean? This guy winds me up, real talk. It's a different story. In a large amount of games, we haven't managed to do that for different reasons. Last night was a clear example. He's obviously talking about the game the other night. They weren't allowed to release this until today, I think. And then he went on, we created 4 or 5 really big chances. We haven't put them in the net. Then you have some margin for things to happen in the 94th minute where you can see the set piece. That can happen, but we cannot. But what cannot happen is the way we managed the last 4 or 5 minutes. How many times we heard him say that this season as well, by the way? How many goals have we conceded in the last 10 minutes of the games this season? It's absolutely mad. And it's something that he keeps waffling on about changing and never changes. So I don't know. I don't really get it. I genuinely don't understand some of the gibberish that comes out of this manager's mouth. And listen, this game probably is a dead rubber. We ain't going to finish above 8th. In fact, I think the last time we were above 8th in the table was 167 days ago. I see somebody put that out earlier. 167 days ago was the last time we were above 8th. That is actually unacceptable, isn't it? Focusing on clean sheets. He said last night's game was crucial for us not to concede, and the way we give away a set piece at the end of the match, it's not the amount of chances we are conceding, it's the way we are conceding the goals, and that is pretty clear. That's the biggest part, what we have to improve. We haven't kept a clean sheet since Manchester United 0-0 on the 30th of January, and today is the 10th of April. Mad, but he's fixed the defence. On Aubameyang's reaction to coming off the bench, he said, "We talked before the Europa League and said that everybody has contributed in different ways. The whole squad has been involved in yesterday's role was for him to sit on the bench and make an impact. He had that impact because he assisted Nico. And he should have also scored a tap-in with his left foot. That's what players have to do when they come in." He then was asked on critics saying Aubameyang is another Ozil. He said, "I'm always positive about the future. I don't want to think about things that have happened in the past or want to compare different situations to different personalities. I wouldn't get dragged down by that." He was then asked if Aubameyang's totally committed. He said yes. And then he said whether, then he was asked whether, Sheffield United are just playing for pride. And he basically said no. He went a long ass way around it, which I'm not going to read. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What a load of waffle. And let's get some of your questions, because at least you lot don't waffle. And then I can bugger off and go and watch the Chelsea game. He needs his own players. I played a game last night on Twitter. Go and have a look at my tweets. The tweet was, if I can find it, it was the Europa League final squad. The Europa League final squad. That's what it was. And I said, let's play a game. Count the players in the first 11 that are currently in Arteta's first 11. Then do the same with the squad players currently in his squad players. Then count the loan players we currently have under Arteta in the final squad. The total number overall is 7. But he needs his own players, apparently. So I don't know where the other 18 that were in that squad have gone, but they're not here. So I don't quite know how he needs his own players, because these are his own players. But there you go. What do I know? Never let the truth get in the way of a good story, people. And yes, this guy does chat the most. Bruv, he chats absolute breeze, innit, man? Like, real talk. He chats crap. Dr. Viraj in the building, baby. Long time, man. Long time. I hope you're well, bruv. I hope you're good. And I hope everything's going well for you and the family. Let's do a few more of these. I want to keep this short, this one, like maybe 2 or 3 minutes longer. Big up to everybody watching me on Facebook and Twitch as well. Appreciate that. Make sure you slap the likes up. Let's get as many likes on this as we can. We're not even on 150 yet. Come on, man. Hit the like. Just sack him now. I'm getting tired, says Sate. Big up to my boy Sate. Hope you're well, buddy. Man said he chats like a ventriloquist dummy. Oh, that's hilarious. Twitch gang in the cut. That's how we roll, baby. That's how we roll. Listen, it is what it is. We've been going through the motions with this manager for quite a while. The same repetitive crap that's been coming out of his mouth for months. And there's still the majority of fans think it's the players that are the issue. Were the players the issue when we won 5-0 to West Brom, or beat Leeds 4-2, or beat Benfica, or when we beat Man United, or when we beat Chelsea? Were the players the issue then? Were the players the issue when we won the FA Cup? Were the players the issue when we beat Liverpool? Were they the issue when we beat City? Come on, seriously. Anything to divert the bullshit away from Mikel Arteta. And big up to Chris. He says, surely Martinelli will start. We are linked to another Martinelli, by the way. I don't know if you've seen this, but there is another Martinelli, a Brazilian Martinelli who's 19, and he plays for Fluminense in Brazil. And apparently we're linked to him for 10 million quid. Can you imagine if we buy another Martinelli and sit him on the bench next to the first one? That'll just be typical Arsenal. Let's just sign up all the Martinellis. Crazy. Big up to Jonathan as well. Why does Arteta, who's been in the job longer, need his own players, but Tuchel can fit Chelsea out of a slump with a bunch of flops? Exactly. Bruv, man's got 1 foot in a semi-final of Champions League. He's in the semis of the FA Cup, and they're 5th in the table. I don't get it. People say, oh, but they've got a better squad than us. Well, they were 10th. I actually see something as well earlier on, that when Mikel Arteta got the job, Arsenal were 1 point ahead of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. In that time, since, we have taken 70 points, I think it is. 76 points, I think. Man United have taken 116 or something in the same time. Yeah, it was 106 and 70. That was it. We'd taken 70 and they're taking 106 points in the same time. So all he's done is take us backwards. It's mad. It is actually insane, isn't it, really? But listen, I could sit here and slag him off all night. I'm not going to. I want to go and see if Mules won the National. In fact, I picked 4. I just had a little punt. I got a little tip off of somebody. And I've done a couple. I put Cloth Cap to win, straight outright. Then Lord du Mesnil each way, Farclas each way, and definitely Red each way. And I know all of them are coming in the top 10. And if they don't, I'm never gambling again. And on that bombshell, my people, I will be back again at 10 o'clock. It'll be an upload. I'm not watching the Classico, Omar. Nope. Actually, I might do, because there's no Premier League game after Chelsea. Yeah, I might watch it, actually. Won't be doing a watch along. I don't gamble, Bertrand, to be fair, but a very good friend of mine is normally pretty good on the horses. So I asked him for a bit of a heads up, and yeah, man, we'll see if it comes in. To be fair, the last 4 years there's been a national one. Yeah, obviously there weren't last year, but the last 4 years I've picked the winner every year. So I think you've not won nothing. They've probably all spanked. And if that's the case, I want my money back off my pal. The same fans that say Chelsea players are better are the same fans who laugh at Werner and Havertz. Fans are the biggest problem. Jonathan, you have hit the nail on the head, my friend. They don't demand enough at this football club, unfortunately. And until they do, we're going to be in this position for a very long time, because they'll do anything to protect their manager. And like I said yesterday, every big account on social media, bar Troops on YouTube, and me, I ain't really a big account, but every single big account is Arteta in. There's a problem there. Why are they all Arteta in? But anyway, a lady jockey won it, did she? Did she really? Was it Natasha? I can't remember her surname. Natasha something, I think her name is. But there you go. Anyway, big up to all of you. I'm going. I'll be back at 10 o'clock. It'll be an upload, not a stream. And I'm out of here. Laters, people.